Hello there, tarot friends. Happy Friday. Don't mind me clicking around trying to get rid of all these extra notifications I have. So, end of the week, we've made it. And today is kind of a different kind of Friday for me because, well, as most of you know, I try to kind of front load my week so that when Friday rolls around, I am working about a half day or like maybe 6 hours, 5 or 6 hours, something like that. Um, and this week, that end of my week was yesterday. So I got some things wrapped up and finished because Ryan is home on a long weekend. So he was off yesterday actually for an interview just in the afternoon, but he had the whole day off. He's like, I'm just going to take Thursday and Friday and make it a long weekend, which is nice because he doesn't always get to do that. They're very busy and he works in a really high stress place and he's trying to get out of there. Um, so what am I rambling about? Today feels just extra Friday-ish to me, maybe even like a Saturday or Sunday because no work and Ryan's home and all these things. Um, so yeah, that's kind of where I am today. And I have my iced tea. I went straight to the iced tea this morning. I have been drinking this chai that I've been really into lately, and it is delicious. But today I was helping Ryan get breakfast around and things like that, and the iced tea was just quicker and was kind of already ready. So I have my fancy peacock feather um, big tumbler with my iced tea. Hey, Alex, I love you too. Mendy, welcome. Happy Friday. So, yeah, I'm just working on some iced tea. Let's have a sip. Everybody, sip, sip. Hello, Nancy. Good morning. So, that's delicious. So I'm just extra cozy today because it feels like full on weekend. um, Definitely wearing the shirt that I slept in. So let's talk about my shirt. So my friend Michaela is the artist. So this is like my big cozy. I love this shirt. After Max was born, actually, I wore this a ton. It's like really soft and it doesn't like choke me up here. A lot of times I like cut the neck on my t-shirts because I can't stand it. Like, especially if it's like thick t-shirt material, just like not feeling it. Um, Also, yes, I said I typed out some hellos earlier, but let me say hi to Scott and Regina and Robin and Orshi. Thank you all so much for being here. Um, so yeah, I have my big cozy shirt on, and the artwork is a fish in a light bulb, and it kind of reminds me of Zane's Tower card in the Zany Tarot. So let me see if I can show you this. And she has a store, I think it's called Depop. She has a store where she sells some things. She will like upcycle clothing and stuff like that. So yeah, I love this. I think this was the second, every time she puts out a design, I think as like a design that she's selling like multiple, like she's going to order multiple shirts. Sometimes she'll design like a one-off. So obviously I don't have every single thing, but every time she puts out like a mass design, I don't know what else to call it, I get one. So I have an elephant that she drew, and I have this fish in the light bulb. And what else do I have? I have like looks like the Texas Longhorn, you know, like a skull like that that has roses on it. And I think those are the three I have. Oh, and then I also have one that says salty bitch, like with a question mark on it, which is a snake wrapped around a little salt shaker, which I super love. Um, that one's actually like hanging up, like displayed in my closet upstairs. And I've never actually worn that one before. So I really need to do that. So anyway, I can't forget about the salty bitch t-shirt or sweatshirt. I don't even remember what it is. It might be a hoodie. That's terrible that I don't know. But anyway, my friend Michaela, maybe I'll share her page in the group later. Nancy's going to get a cuppa. So anyway, which Mendy, I don't know if you are in I know there are so many tarot Facebook groups and you don't have to join them, but it just dawned on me because I started like it's a private Facebook group, so it's only for people that like I really know and that were participating or attending my archetypes talks on Sundays. So that's what started it. Um, but anyway, I just realized that you're probably not in that. And if you would like to be, I would be happy to send you an invite. Anyway, so hello, Sue. Good morning. So I have my cozy fish shirt and my iced tea, and it's kind of warm. Let's take another sip. I guess it's supposed to be, yeah, Scott. I guess it's supposed to be like thunderstorms here today and tomorrow, which normally I'm all about, but it has been raining so much. Like we had finally a break in the weather the past few days. It hasn't rained, but like it's been crazy. And okay, Mendy, will do. I've had some like really late ads, like people just like I forget about. Like I just added Debbie last week, so sorry if like I know you and I haven't added you. Please let me know. So anyway, yeah, more rain, but I think there's going to be a little break. We might try to get in a little family walk before it storms like this afternoon because all day tomorrow is supposed to rain, I guess. Sip, sip. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Mendy. And it's totally fine. It was only supposed to be exclusive in the way that like it's not like an open big thing that I'm trying to grow, but I just started it for that. But then some people um, just weren't triggering because I was just thinking about people that were there on Sundays. And this was like a few months ago. So anyway, Michaela Shop, that's what I was talking about. Okay. So what we are going to do today is have a look at the little bin of playing cards and some other like card games that I took from my grandma's apartment. Some of you will remember it was late November, early December when my grandma moved from her apartment to um, like an assisted living rehab. What do you call it? To hospice, basically. Um, and she wasn't there long. It might have been December because she passed away on New Year's Eve, actually. Um, so, yes. So before she passed away, we had emptied out her apartment. And one of the things that I grabbed was this little bit of cards. So we're going to look at that. I know I've showed like a big glass vase full of like all her witchy trinkets before, and we pulled a couple things out. We'll definitely look at that again someday because there's so much packed in there. But today, let's look at the cards. So, ooh, if I can get it. So the little bin that it's in, I really don't like it. Like hurts to pick it up because it's just like cheap plastic, and I sell 31 bags, and so I'm spoiled because I have just like nice totes with soft handles. So I need to switch this over to something else. But just so you get the full effect, here's the little plastic bin loaded with cards that was in my grandma's like in her linen closet. So this is what we're going to go through today. Okay, so to start, I should talk about a card game that my family plays called Hand and Foot. And I've heard other people say that it's similar to other things, like when I explain the game. It's really the only card game I play too. Like I'm not really like into poker or another Michigan. I don't know if it started here, but I've heard that it's like Midwest Michigan type of thing, or maybe just this whole region of the country, which is called euchre. So a lot of people know that, but not a lot of people know hand and foot. So people tried to teach me how to play euchre before, and like I didn't understand it or like I didn't care, and it just did not seem. Oh God, sorry, my hair. Then my hand got stuck in my hair. Um. Anyway, my family sometimes plays euchre as well, but I really don't like it. It's just really annoying to me, and it's like not fun. So the point of this is, I love hand and foot. It's like the only card game that my family plays that I really enjoy. So the point of this is, I think it takes like 9 decks or something like that. And this is not a full hand and foot set. Like some of my family have a special box that fits the 9 decks or whatever it is, might be more or less. But that's just what's coming to mind right now. Like my brother has a fancy box that has however many decks in it to play hand and foot, right? So I can only assume that this stack of cards that was like not banded together or anything, that she was working on building a hand and foot set, or that these were just extras. So these are, I don't know what, they're from the Sands Casino in Las Vegas. You can see the little punch in them. That means that they were used in house and then they get punched before they come out to the public to be sold. So, um, so that's that. This is the first thing we're looking at. It's just a Sands Casino deck of playing cards, but I mean, it's more than a deck, right? This is my grandma, right? Some random amount of playing cards that are just whatever thrown in this bin. Alex says, puff, puff. Sorry, I don't drink coffee. I smoke my breakfast. That is cool. Whatever you got going on. I am onto the iced tea. So, hello, Masha. Robin says, I only play Rummy, Crazy Eights, and Solitaire. I do like Rummy. I used to play that when I was younger. I have never played Solitaire with tarot, but my grandma and her sister-in-law, who I called my aunt, they played Solitaire and other card games like at the kitchen table, and that's how I learned and sort of fell in love with cards. And my aunt Irene, I've told this story before, when my grandma would go cook or something and I would go see what Irene was playing on the table, she'd point to the hearts and say, those are really about love. So she used to give me these little one-liners, she was just always kind of saying weird stuff. And I'm like, what is she talking about? But that's what drew me into that. So there's my Solitaire link to tarot. Ooh, the Sands isn't at the Brat Pack. I don't know. Alex says the Sands isn't even standing anymore. That is correct. I do believe I watched that implosion on TV. Was that one that was televised? I feel like I watched that when I was little. But anyway, yes, the Sands is no longer standing. Regina says that she has a weird urge to learn a card game. Mendy says, I bought a book specifically to learn and make my family play card games over a year ago and still haven't cracked its spine. Well, it's a great time. It's a great time to do that. But yeah, when we have big family gatherings with my aunt and uncle and everyone and my cousins, we just love to sit around and play. We'll play hand and foot for so many hours. So semi-related, Masha and Mendy have posted, I think in Barely Balanced Tarot, and maybe some other places, that they have a video later today. I went to it and I think it said 9 hours from now. So anyway, there's a Beyond Tarot cartomancy video that they're doing, other forms of divination, things like that. So this is sort of a nice little warm up to that. So do keep an eye out. Oh yes, I know who, though I probably wouldn't have been able to name them. I'm familiar with the Brat Pack, but not sure about the which casino or whatever. Sue says, we only ever played trumps and rummy when I was a kid. I never played cards, and also my 50 plus playing card decks are not justified. Well, you could keep 9 or 10 of them or whatever. I should text my brother and ask him. You could keep, a segment of them and make a hand and foot deck. Oh, alive tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern, says Mendy. Oh, spades. I maybe used to play that. We played something called 21, but I mean, it wasn't like blackjack. I don't know if anyone knows that. I mean, there are so many different card games and different names. Sometimes you'll explain one to someone and they're like, oh, that's spades or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So there's a lot of different things like that in different regions. I did also, there was a phase of time where I played a game called Spoons, and I can't remember, that's like a certain card game. Plus, once you get a certain something in your hand, then you like low key grab a spoon out of the pile in the middle, like without people noticing. Like there's something like that, and then you just keep playing until the spoons are gone. I can't remember, but anyway, that's another game that I played for like a phase of my life. You know what I mean? But Hand and Foot is like my amazing family game that I love to play with everyone. Yeah, Mendy is saying that Spoon sounds familiar, that her kids play that. So, oh, and Alex is saying Taroki and spades are almost identical. Yeah, just like many things, they're gonna like one thing is gonna derive from the other, and like rules change and names change and things like that. So, um, yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Masha. Yeah, that sounds amazing. I don't know because it's a weird Friday for us. I don't know if I will be around, but I will try to sneak in if I can. It's basically like a weekend day for us. I was telling everyone earlier that Ryan is off today and I'm off today. And so it's just we're kind of jumping right into our weekend. Let's look at our next deck. So um, this little deck is a mini, which if you know me, you know I love. There's no box or anything, so I don't know the year or the publisher or the design or anything. These cards are legit old. I'm going to show you the sides. I mean, these Sans cards are dirty too. Like, I want to clean the edges, but that's more like just like dirt on the front. Do you know what I mean? um, so here's the back. And they have different backs, I think. So then there's like different colors. So I don't know because there's only a few red ones. And then there's this one that's on like a cut off, like a regular playing card. So this deck is like really weird. But then the front is like this cut off. Do you know what I mean? Like someone made this one to fit in with this deck. So I haven't gone through to see if it's full or not, but these are just part of the mysteries from my grandma's house. Like they're all green except for the one that was made to match it, right? Like the OG deck mod. I didn't know my grandma was doing things like this. And then there's like the one red card. So I don't know if this was another deck and like they took the red one from the red deck. Do you know what I mean? It's very interesting. So Robin is asking how Hand and Foot is played. So aside from this, this is just a regular deck. So again, something I want to clean up. But yeah, Sue says looks. Oh, I'm showing you the one that doesn't match. Yeah, just really cute little mini deck. So Robin, for Hand and Foot, you have all these decks. Again, I'm going to say 9. I don't know if that's really how many. So yeah, I would like to get these cleaned up and get like little pouches or something to keep them nice. So that's a project. So Hand and Foot, you have all these decks, and let's say that there are 6 people sitting at the table. You have to have an even number. And you do teams. So every other person sitting around the table would be a team, right? So I'd have like my people at my corners, and then the person across from me would have these 2 people. And you shuffle out. We haven't been together in a while because of COVID, so I'm trying to remember. I think so. To start out, everyone takes a cut out of the giant piles, and you try to grab exactly 22. And if you grab out and you make 2 piles, you go 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, right? You count it out. If you get 11 and 11 exactly, then your team gets like 100 points before the game even starts. Okay, so there's part of it. And then you pass 11 to the person to your right, And I think you switch. I think the next time you pass it left. But there's 4 rounds. So the first round you pass 11 to the person to your right, and then you keep yours, and the one that you keep is your hand. And then the one that gets passed to you from a person is your foot, and that stays face down on the table. So then you play out of your hand, and you and your team members are trying to make rows, like columns, kind of like solitaire, but all of the same thing, right? It's kind of like Go Fish too, in a way, because you're trying to get like, you know, a whole column of sixes. If you get 7 sixes and it's all pure, it's all 6, then that's 500 points. That's a book, and I think it's 500. And then if you can have 2 wilds per year 7. And so if you have a 2 or a joker in there, then you get 300 points for that instead of the 5. So that's still a book, but then there's red books and black books. And so the red books are 500 and the black books are 300. So you go through, and your banker, your collector, keeps all the cards, and then the other 2 people just contribute to the pile. So you're trying to get rid of all your cards, basically. If the other team goes out before you pick up your foot, that can be bad, because if you have red 3s in there, that's -5 points, and if you have black 3s in there, that's -500 points. And so if you have like 2 black 3s in your foot, or if your team has that, then you're losing 1,000 points, like, off of your book total. I don't know if this is making sense, but basically your collector person on your team tries to get all these columns of the same number or chord. Kind of makes sense. It's super fun, and it's like not like really taxing on your brain. Not to say that those are bad things, and there is a little bit of strategy in it, because you can pick up part of the discard pile if it has things in it that your team needs, right? So there is strategy to it, but a lot of it's just kind of like free flow, and you can like talk and laugh and like have a good time, and you're just kind of collecting and laying down cards. But again, there are those like strategic moments, like, oh, should I pick up the discard pile to get those treasures out of there, or should I leave them, because there's also a lot of like negative points in the discard pile. There's a brief teaching of it. Oh, and each of the 4 rounds, you have to have a different number of points to go down on the table, like before you can lay down to start your board. Okay. Scott, hearts, cups, diamonds, pence, swords, spades, clubs, wands. Yes. Typically, yes. Robin says, hey, Chris, happy Friday, happy Sophie Day. Robin says, most old playing card packs included 2 decks with different back designs. I have one from my grandfather who worked on the railroad. It's a deck from the Chesapeake and Ohio featuring sleeping cats. Oh, very cool that you have that. Yeah, okay. So let's see what else is next. We have another mini deck. This one does have the box. And it is super worn, obviously. So we have this miniature playing cards. And then these little pups on the back of the box, which I think these are the backs of the deck as well. This says Whitman on the side, U.S. Patent Office, Reg U.S. Pat Off, which I'm assuming is Patent Office. Okay. And it says number 8150 playing cards, whatever that magic code is. But yeah, check out this box. It's like legit. Oh, that one has a little bend in it. Okay, so these are in pretty good shape. Probably because I have the box, they're not quite as like dirty as those other ones. So here's these little puppies on the back with what looks to be like a little daisy. Daisies are my favorite. And this is just a regular deck with the cute little backs. So back in the box, This is good because I can kind of sort these. Oh, there we go. Mm-hmm. So, Chris, so far I've shown this little mini deck. Hey, Zane, we were talking about you. I've shown this one that was my grandma's. Robin, I don't think there's an old maid deck, which really makes me sad. I need to search for the one that was at my grandma's house because I love it so, so much. And I need to see if it exists somewhere. So no, Zane, so I have this shirt on that my friend Michaela designed a few years ago, and it reminds me of your tower card a bit, right? Because we have like a leak down here at the bottom of the light bulb. And we're just talking about how I'm like super lazy and I slept in a shirt last night and it's my favorite cozy. And the picture reminds me of your deck. So, oh, the other deck, those of you coming in right now, is a deck from the Sands Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada, which, as Alex pointed out, no longer exists. But this hole in the middle means that it was used in house and then they punch them before they put them like in the shops to sell. So this is just like a collection of loose cards that were all from the Sands. So there's that. Those are the two, and plus the puppy mini deck. So now we have a phase 10 deck, right? So this is sort of like an evolution of Uno. So yeah, you try to get, 2 sets of 3, 1 set of 3, and 1 run of 4, which this is like Rummy or many other games of many different names. So it's this kind of thing. Each round, you try to get different, sequences and things like that. So we have a phase 10 game. And then there are cards with like the instructions, and then they basically just look like Uno cards, right? With the colors and the numbers like that. Keep the instructions on the outside. I'm sure my mom probably did that. So one of my grandma's favorite things, like, into her, final weeks, I mean, she was playing cards with my mom and stepdad or my uncle or whoever, those were the people that were taking care of her, stopping by her apartment, like those last few weeks before she moved. Okay, this is like, they're in here like 2 sets next to each other. And now it's effed up where I put them back in. And it's like really making me mad. Okay. I can't. My OCPD. That just means like when you get really glitched out about wanting things a certain way, that's called OCPD, by the way. Obsessive compulsive personality disorder is different from OCD. So just so you know, when I say that, I'm not being, okay, I have to put this down. Nope, I can't do it. Hold on. I'm not being insensitive or dismissive or anything like that. I really have that other thing. Okay. I can't deal with this. What in the? Now there's extra instruction cards over here. Hold on. Okay. We're going to do it. Oh, good, Nancy. I'm glad it's bringing happy memories. Robin says, so sad I don't have anybody around to play games with this. The advantage of being around family. It definitely is, though right now I can be around my mom and my stepdad, but the rest of them, not really yet. And I don't want to get into it, but what's best for our family right now is that if we chill not around the larger family. So I'm very much looking forward to the time when we can all get together again. So I'm definitely not totally alone, but I'm definitely missing that, big family gathering vibe. Oh, your mom, Robin says that his grandmother loved to play cards, but his mom didn't enjoy it. She preferred Chinese checkers. That's cool. I have one of those somewhere too. Okay, sorry for the delay. I really had to fix this situation. And it's still not perfect, but it's better that it's not all mixed together. So I'm just going to close it and move on with life, okay? Because you all do not have the time for this. Ryan is not big into games. His family was not like that. So he enjoys solitaire. He went through a little phase a couple years ago where he was playing solitaire and trying to remember like these certain rules of like different versions of it. So no, he really won't. But maybe he will. Maybe something like phase 10. When Max gets a little older, maybe that's something that he would do. So I'm gonna give him a maybe. Mm. Kings in the Corners. Okay, that rings a bell too. And I think my friend Julie's family plays that. And I've played with them like up north a few times. That's such a Michigan thing, playing cards up north. Okay. um, oh, playing War. My brother and I used to play War. Love the idea of solitaire with the tarot. Wish you would do a video on this. Yeah, I think Nancy's talking to Robin. That would be cool. That would be cool. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Now, this has a paper around it that says Pit, and I think that's a game, right? Oh, yeah, and it's going to say it here too. So let's see what else is in this box. We got to keep working our way through. Oh, this is cool. I haven't even looked at this. Some of these I've pulled out already, but so that's cool. Parker Brothers Inc. from Salem. Oh yeah, registered U.S. Patent Office. So I was right on that little box. Copyright 1919. The greatest of all party games. Okay, so here's this with the instructions from age 5 to 100, in case you're wondering. Oh, playing slapjack. So yeah, we have like the official rules here. Oh, and then there's Pit is a novel, exciting amusement for progressive parties. It has more life than any other game for this purpose. I love this stuff from like back in the day in these claims. Y'all, it has more life than any other game for this purpose. Another advantage of Pit as a game for a large party is that any odd number of persons may take part, which is cool. Yes, Robin, I think you're onto it. I have played this before at one of my dance director's house. When I first got this out just today, that was sort of ringing a bell, and I'm going to show you these backs. Different tables, a pit deck for each table, blah, blah, blah. It's like going on. Anyway, it's just funny. I'm so glad it has this regular thing. Yes, Regina's going to party like it's 1919. Okay, so here are the backs. Okay. So it looks like a bundle of wheat, and then there's part of the shield has like a cow, a sheep, and a pig, and then there's like a mill, like a mill house and a boat, and then corn, I think is what I'm seeing. So hold on, but here's the patent office card, has like a bear on it. I don't know what's happening right now. Then there's like an advertisement for a game called Touring and a game called Rook, right? So here's a little ad card. That's kind of cool. Oh, it's barley. Wow. Okay, you guys, this is awesome. Okay, so here's barley. I have no idea what this means. There's a bunch of people and an 85 and it says barley. Then we have hay. Oh, I think you're bidding on it. I played this once at my dance director's house. I never played with these when I was little. My grandma's like, I've never seen this before. So, because this is just like a gathering of people in the same scene. So I think they're like bidding on the things. Okay. I'm trying to kind of remember. I could read the directions, but isn't this more fun? So here's rye. Hey, Orshi. Oh, yeah, the bull and the bear market. That makes sense. Yep, because they're another hay is 50. So I think they're set, right? Flax is 40. Hay 50. Wheat is 100. Hay, rye, wheat. Yes. Okay. So oats are 60. I do remember that this got very ruckus at my dance director's house, but also we were drinking. So, I mean, just we weren't like wasted or anything, but having some drinks and like yelling out numbers. I don't know. Barley 85, oats, wheat. Okay. So let me see. Oh, here's corn. We didn't see that one yet. 75. Welcome back, Orshi. Done with work for the day. Corn, barley, corn, oats, corn, flax, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Oh, and here's a bull card. But again, this is just, well, no, maybe this isn't like a title card. Maybe this is actually used. I'll read a little bit of it so we can understand. But so far there's one bull and one bear. So maybe not. I don't know. Again, can't really remember from when we played. They'll smell pretty good. Okay, let's read a little bit. Okay, what time is it? 9:37. We got to hurry up. Not that I'm really on a timeline, but the game is based on the exciting scenes of the American Corn Exchange, usually styled the Wheat Pit. There are 9 cards each of wheat, corn, barley, etc. The idea is to obtain by trading all 9 cards of any one kind. If you do this, you have a corner. If you corner wheat by getting all 9 wheat cards, you get 100 points. Corn, 75, oats, 60 points, etc., as indicated on the cards. The game is 500 points. This pit pack is for 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7 players. If 3 play, use only 3 complete suits. Say corn, wheat, and oats, which is 27 cards. If 4 play, use only 4, etc. For 7 players, use the complete pack. For larger parties, see progressive rules. To play, shuffle the cards thoroughly and deal to the players, blah, blah, blah. So you get the idea. I just wanted to read that though. So the objective is to get all of one type, right? So you're trying to collect like all of the oats or whatever to get your corner. And you can do trades, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, you like yell out the number. And so I'm kind of remembering, if you have, like if I have 2 oats, then I'm just yelling out 2 because I want to trade 2 for something else. Let's say I have 2 oats and I have 3 wheat. I want to say I'm shouting out 2 because I want to trade away my oats and hope that I get 2 wheat back to go with the 3 wheat that I already have. Is this making sense? And I don't really remember there being turns. I remember it just kind of being this crazy, like everyone yelling out numbers. And so it's like really fast and you're just like trading, cornering the market. So anyway, there's that. Oh my. Let's wrap these back up. See, this one definitely needs a little, like an onslaught of Kelly Bear pouches. Okay. So then we also have Mad Gab, which is like a picture word card game. We won't go too much into this. We can go into detail, but again, from the makers of Uno. So it's like a word card game. Put your eyes and ears to the test as you decipher funny word and picture puzzles. Just read each puzzle out loud. Can you hear what you're saying? So if you say things sort of with a less enunciation and faster, and it sounds like something else, right? So that's what this is. A little Mad Gab in here. Then we have a couple Skip-Bo games tied together. This was my grandma's favorite, like especially like in her later years. She loved playing Skip-Bo with my mom and people who were stopping by to help her out. So let me put these games kind of together. Then we have this little plastic case of a couple of decks. These are cute. 76. I probably should know what this version of the flag is about, but I don't. Someone probably does. Yeah, Zane, is it like memory lane? So I don't know what this means. Maybe Robin or someone does. I don't know. So here's a Joker. That's like legit clown get up Joker. And then just a regular deck aside from those Jokers. You know, regular playing cards with these backs. I don't know. Then we have this little cute like the first flag design. Robin says to celebrate the bicentennial. Oh, the Pennywise Joker. That's crazy. Hey, Sarah. So here's this little kind of like quilty back, little cute one. And again, just standard playing card. There. Oh, let's check out the Jokers in this one. It's always cool to see those. Oh, I think Ryan and Max are like having a tickle fight out in the other room because Max is like yelling now. They're so cute out there. Yeah, the bear is really cute. So just a cute little card back. Okay. I'll giggle. Okay. Like this little case is nice, but it's like super like it doesn't fit in there super easily. Kind of. Oh, Regina looked it up. That is the OG Betsy Ross for the 13 colonies. Okay. The 76 throwing me, but that makes sense as like the year. Is that Holly Hobby? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know about her. I mean, I've heard of her before, but I don't know. It could be. So, yeah, these don't like, well, they fit, but it's, I don't know. They're not just popping right in here. Let me say that. Okay. Are you kidding me? Y'all, what is happening? Okay, there we go. I know my hair's in it. Always something. Okay. Pop this little top back on. What does this say? Oh, it just says plastic coated playing cards. Doesn't have any other label on it or anything. We're going to stack that there and hope that it stays. So then we have, this is not cards, but this is also by, oh yes it is. Wait. There's a paper in here that says, okay, let me start at the beginning. This is a crazy kind of unboxing. So this is called Flinch. And again, I did not play this, but my mom played that. Like when I sent her the picture of like some stuff I was taking, she was like, oh yeah, Flinch, we used to play that, blah, blah, blah. So some of these things are like from that era that didn't really come out to the light of day when I was little, but some things did, right? Um, so anyway, this is the box, but then inside it says this pack contains a bull and a bear card, which appear only in the Bull and Bear edition. The great game Pit sold everywhere. Blah blah blah. So this is more Pit instructions in here, but this is not what's in the box. Hey, Justin. So we have like the trademark card in here, like the Flinch title card. Okay, so Robin's grandma had Flinch as well, and then one called Rook. And there was that Rook advertisement card in the Pit game, right? So this just has like the two sides. So I'm assuming these two decks are to be used for this Flinch game. But I would have to look up, oh, these are kind of cool. I would have to look up instructions for this because the only instructions in here are those ones for Pit. So I don't know. Bye, Sue. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Hope you have a great day at work. So yeah, these are numbered 1 through 12, 13, 14, 15. 1 through 15, it looks like. And then your 6s have a period, which I was going to show you, but like, so you know which one's a 6 and which one's a 9. Oh, here we go. So like we have the 6 done like this. And then the backs. So yeah, a set of Flinch cards, but I don't know how to use those. Let's see what else. This box, it's like taped together, as you can see. Okay. Then we have these. We just need to look at the back. So we have a couple. I think they're both still sealed. No, one is open, one is sealed. These are from Royal Cruise Line. So my grandma was great was all about souvenir cards, like getting some cards to play. Getting playing cards as souvenirs, because again, with my family playing hand and foot, like we always need a bunch of decks, right? And so, and again, sometimes we'd have like a box of all these different backs and everything, because it doesn't matter for hand and foot. And so, the linen closet where we kept all the games at my grandma's would end up having these like extra boxes full. You know, we'd open it up and we're like, oh, that's a hand and foot set, right? So just like wherever she went, she got some playing cards. So here's some from Royal Cruise Line. Here are some that have the price tag on them, and it says World's Only Corn Palace. Okay, first off, welcome to America. These were $1 each, souvenir playing cards. And then on the back, it shows Corn Palace in Mitchell, South Dakota. Okay, so here's a souvenir pack. And again, this is just a regular playing card deck. Robin says, yeah, cards are always something on sale in hotel gift shops, right? It's just something to grab so you have a picture on the back of the cards or whatever. And then you have your, just your regular playing card fronts. So yeah, the backs of these have the Corn Palace. Did you always want a Corn Palace deck? Oh. Justin, Regina found the Corn Palace. Justin says, I love hearing this because of the decks you gave me were souvenirs. I love that they're tied to grandma. Yeah, so I sent Justin a little something a few weeks ago, and I had duplicates. So, I guess my grandma was into like having backup decks. And so, yeah, I had some duplicates of like full sets, and I sent Justin a couple because I just, I know he's into playing cards, and one of them had like something musical on the back if it was like from Nashville or something like that. And that's where my grandma and grandpa had their honeymoon was in, am I making that out? Memphis? I don't know, somewhere in Tennessee. So anyway, there was a duplicate of that one and something else I can't remember. So I sent, yes, grandma was a card hoarder like the rest of us. So yeah, I sent Justin a couple. Robin says Corn Palace looks like Red Square. It's really something. Let's see what else we have. Okay. Oh my gosh, so sweet. So she wrote complete on here because she would also keep decks that were incomplete. So this is a really important note to know that this is a full deck, okay? Oh my gosh. Okay. So these are from Michigan Lottery 20th anniversary. There you have it. My grandma was actually on one of the lottery shows. I don't know if anyone remembers that. But anyway, she was on it. She didn't do very well, but it was fun. Yeah, such a grandma thing to do. Write complete on it and keep the ones that are incomplete also. Then we have my grandma loved Alaska. Oh my gosh, you guys, more Sands cards are falling out of this bin. Oh, Justin says grandma was playing with a full deck. Robin says she wasn't, as a question, but no, she was. She was. So here are 3 in hard plastic cases, 3 of the same Alaska decks. This might have been one I sent to Justin. I think there were 4. She loved Alaska so much. It was like one of her favorite places. Robin, why would you keep incomplete decks? Boggles the mind. Well, you know, she was a Depression era baby and child. And so, you know, you never know when you might find, you know, 4 of hearts under the couch. And so then you would keep that and you would go put it in your incomplete deck and it would be complete. Now, did that ever happen? No, probably not. But I can only assume that that's the, so look at all these backups. Okay. Hey, Debbie. There's that. We have a Broken Rubber Band, of course. This is like, okay, don't need that. We have a Walt Disney deck. Mendy says, Diane said, okay, yes, one would keep incomplete decks to use to make a deck that is missing a card into a full deck, like that first deck you showed. And then Mendy says, so she can cut down a card to complete a mini deck like she did in the first one. Makes total sense, right? Like, so she did put something to use that one time for the mini deck that we saw. So, oh God, there's something mixed in here. See? Okay, there's Rushmore cards in with the Walt Disney, which really just says so much, but we won't get into that. So look, she's mixed these together. There you go. Oh, we need a Walt Disney tarot deck for sure. That would be cool. Robin, incompletes are good when you have doubles and a card goes missing or gets damaged. Okay, there you go. Did you see Vinny P's Grimmaud stack? Oh my gosh. I've seen him posting lately some videos, uploading. I don't know what to call it. And I love him so much. I need to watch those. Ooh, these look like they had a little gilding. Look at it. Looks a little, oh, it just looks dirty. Oh no, there you go. You can see a little goldish on those Disney cards. Anyway, there's that. Okay. Debbie says my mother-in-law had a bunch of decks. I have one called Vintage 1880 Winter or something that has a winter scene. It's not that old, but I took it out and it's Piatnik. Oh, look at you. I'm gonna check my incompletes and turn them into Lenormand if I can. Yeah. And that's what I told Justin too when I sent him a couple. I'm like, these are for whatever, you know, turn it into a Lenormand deck or just absolutely whatever. Hi, Tony. Always frustrating when playing cards come 2 packs, but one's red and one's blue on the backs. See, no, if you learn how to play hand and foot, like my family, and you throw all your decks together, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's keep going. Just a deck of bicycle playing cards with Texas Hold'em rules included, right? So this is just like a standard. Then we have another deck with this style, like with the boxes and these kind of backs, assuming it's complete. Then we have some with, in this cute little box, with the suits around, souvenir playing cards, and these have the Mackinac Bridge on them. The Mackinac Bridge is the bridge that connects. Ooh, y'all, these are sealed. The Mackinac Bridge connects the lower peninsula of Michigan, where I live, to the upper peninsula. And here is a beautiful picture of it all lit up at night. Trying to get that glare of the computer off of it. But yeah, there you go. And you can go up to Mackinac Island and it's beautiful. Yeah, those are brand new. And look at that fancy Joker. Need a live showing this game. Yeah, maybe I can figure out how to do that. My brothers would love that so much. Oh, Sarah says scary old Mighty Mac. It is a little it can be a little unnerving to go over it. Here's a Budweiser deck. It's a must-have in any collection. Box still sealed Tropicana. I don't believe this casino and hotel exists anymore either. Look at that. Still sealed. It's out of print, y'all. Oh, here's another Mackinac deck with these backs, a daytime shot. Look at these. Okay. Perry, is that a drugstore? Oh, look at this. This is something I would do, okay? She wrote 4 kids on it because it's just the drugstore version. Okay, you guys. Yeah, the Mackinac decks are awesome. Oh, Alex, which one did you like? Sarah says, I've lived in Michigan my whole life and never been to the UP. Suspect I'm not a real Michigander. Oh my gosh. Is it because you're afraid of the bridge? It's so beautiful. Regina says, I'm amazed at some of these decks. It's like an entire history of branding. Yeah, it's a pretty large range. Oh, hey, Kristen. Thanks for saying hello. Hope everything is getting more under control today. Wow, I can't believe it. I mean, I can, but it's just so funny. Oh, the card stack is garbage. Ew, it's like all papery. I can't believe that. I can't believe that, Grandma. Oh, Tropicana is so open. I think it's run by Hilton. Okay. These garbage cards, she says, for the kids. Oh, this might be my favorite part of this whole thing. Okay. But really, like in general, she wasn't like that. She let us do whatever and use whatever. Like she really, that like defined her. Like she did not. Her famous thing that I always think about her saying is, oh, that'd be fine. Like we just, like almost anything we'd ask her, oh, that'd be fine. She didn't care. In the 90s, we used to play a 60 card game called Wizard, the ultimate game of Trump. Company is Wizard Cards International in Toronto. Has anyone heard of it? I have not, but this is a good place to ask that question. Oh my gosh. Yeah. A favorite are the kids' paper cards from the corner store. They feel gross. Like, this. And I can understand that wrecking the cheap cards because, like, Max has his like special deck from Chris, but like his other ones that are like out in his play area are not like the special ones, you know what I mean? But he's very good with his deck from Chris. But this is just hilarious. That really got me. Okay. Now we have another Budweiser deck. Well, it just says Clydesdales. The United States Playing Card Company in Cincinnati. So maybe I'm just conflating that, but here's some with Clydesdales on them. Doesn't say Budweiser anywhere in the box, so maybe I'm just whatever. But yeah, the backs are just that picture. So there's that. Somehow there's another Alaska deck sitting in my lap. I don't know if this is one I showed you before, but now I have a box, but no cards. Where did those go? This is a fourth Alaska deck because here's my stack. So what happened to these? Oh, this was the Mackinac one, the nighttime one. Okay, this goes in here. Okay. Here's another Alaska deck. I know, or she's saying she's trying to remember the games they used to play in summer camps, but it's hard to remember all that stuff. Bye, Nancy. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Okay, so we have another one of these souvenir. So this says incomplete, save for I don't know. This is one I sent to Justin with the Nashville Music City USA on the back. So I sent him a full deck. This is an incomplete one, but obviously I have so many I don't really need. I just wanted some that said Nashville on them, but I don't need them all to be complete. Oh, Richie, hello and welcome and happy 6 weeks off to you. That is amazing. Antoinette, I have, I think, like 6 more decks in here. So this is another one of these souvenir playing card boxes, and that has the Nashville on the back, but it says incomplete, save for something. Looks like PL right here, but I can't see what it says. Okay. There's that. Here's another Budweiser one that looks in a little more used shape. Complete and good. Mendy's going to head out and get some stuff done. Yes, I'm wrapping up here in just a few minutes. I'm glad you had fun, Mendy. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and hope you have a great time later with Masha for your live. This says big something in top. Big something in top corner. Compliments of behavioral healthcare services. I have no idea. Bye, Scott. Thanks for hanging out. So, oh my gosh. These are large print. And the backs. You just never know what you're going to find in here. I'm pulling my hair. We have another Tropicana, another sealed Tropicana deck from Vegas. We have a sealed, oh no, but this is open. Dunes, 1 deck, 2 jokers, complete. This deck of cards was used in actual gameplay in this fabulous casino. Oh, the Dunes Casino. Okay, so here's another Diamondback Club special. And these are going to be punched again, right? Like they've been used in, oh no, they're not punched. Maybe that's why it had that label on it that says they've been used. Dunes Hotel, Casino, and Country Club, Las Vegas. Oh, they didn't punch it. They clipped the corner. That's a way that they used to do it. Dunes is older, so I think that used to be how they did it, and then they started punching in the middle. Yep, there we go, Alex, with the Vegas info. Because that was not there when I went. But I remember like my mom talking about it and stuff. So there's that. Another sealed deck, Michigan Club Games Lottery backs. Or she got to run too. We'll watch us later. Have a lovely rest of the day. Thank you so much. Antoinette, when I flick my fan on Southeast UK, somewhere in the world a hurricane is starting. Oh my gosh. Oh, 2 more, in case you need backups of these. 2 more Club Games Lottery backs. Right? Oh my gosh. Another set of sealed Royal Cruise Line decks. Okay. And the last one is a game called Boomo. It's a blast to play. Check that out. Does this look familiar to anyone? This was also not a thing that we played. But this looks crazy. There are instructions, thankfully. Here are the backs. No, it's not the backs. Here's the backs. And then we have a bomb card. This looks like a hand of cards. You like swap hands or something? Trade hands with someone? 0 on the countdown. Some arrows, maybe you switch to the person next to you. Oh, Tony just blew my hammock over talking to Richie. 10 seconds. 0, counter again. 10, 10. Here's a 5. I have no idea about this game. We'll have to take a look at this later. Does anyone have any idea what all this means, these arrows and these cards? I'm assuming, again, it's like trading with someone, or you discard 2, pick up 2, pick up 2 more. I don't know what all these codes are. Here's some scissors cutting the fuse. Oh, are we going to have to start having like Boomo nights? 60-second countdown. 10s, 5s. More craziness. This might be the craziest deck I've ever seen. Everybody else draw 2. That's what that looks like to me. Here's everybody else draw 1 with the picture of the card back on this card. Like here's the back, and then you have that picture on the front. This one, which means who knows what. Here's a 30-second. More arrows. The crazy one about put 2 down, put 2 more down. I don't know. Pick up, put down. The fuse one. 10s, 5s, arrows. I think that's everything. And then another bomb card. So there's that. And this is a 2-part. Like there's another deck in there. So I was assuming you use that whole thing. But I'm sure we went through all the cards. So there's that exciting game. Okay. That is the end of the card bin. Um, thank you all so much for hanging out um, and watching me go through this sort of memory lane for some of them. Some of them I've never seen before, except for just peeking out of this box. So yeah, super interesting. Here's my 4 Alaska decks. If anyone needs one of these, let me know. Because, you know, probably don't need 4. But yes, it was very lovely to go through all of these with you. Oh, Regina's asking, has anyone in here ever played Flux? Tony says that she has the board game Bread. If anyone knows what that is. Yeah, is this making you kind of think of some other games that used to be in your life? Okay. So I think that's it for now. I've cleaned up my table enough that I can get ready for Sunday. I will be back for Archetype Spotlight Week 11, The Mystic and the Creator on Sunday at 10 a.m. Because this is the off week tomorrow for Kelly's class. And so we're going to meet up on that little break. And then we'll be off from Archetypes another 4 weeks. And then we'll start it back up doing probably most every Sunday. So that is that. I will see you Sunday. And thanks for this extra special version of Friday, Casual Friday, because I'm already like fully into my weekend. So it feels extra casual to me. Kristen says she doesn't know card games. And someone else said, oh, Diane has not heard of Flux, Regina. So yes, Mystic and Creator. Diane, we will be back for that for a little midsummer catch up and archetypes talk. And don't forget Mendy and Masha's live 6 p.m. Eastern today about cartomancy outside of tarot. So if you're interested in that little talk, you can hang out with them this evening. All right, kids, thank you so much for kind of walking down memory lane and taking a look at my grandma's collection. And I hope you all have an awesome Friday and an awesome weekend. And I will talk to you soon.